Okay, so the last step I wanted to do was record a little video just kind of applying the Skybox. So we have both the ones we've created so far in here. Here is the panoramic view we created using Rosebud AI. Now I did take this one into Photoshop and I made some adjustments to it, adding a bit of a gradient on the top and the bottom and everything. Remove some extra planets and stuff. And of course I can modify this as much as I want. Then we took this panoramic image that I created and I went ahead and brought it over into the website I shared with you that converts it automatically to a cube map. That cube map generator created these 6 different images that are basically rendered out from that image we created. So here we go. So again, I could use these, I could modify them even in Photoshop. Does look like it's a bit of a odd thing there, but or we could use either way. And so wanted to kind of just implement these inside of Unity so you can kind of see them in action, right? So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go up to Window, I'm gonna go to Render and Lighting to open up my lighting panel. All right, I docked it over here with Inspector. So Inspector's here, Lighting's here for me. But you can see by default, it's using this Skybox material default Skybox, right? Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and create a new material that we can use as our Skybox. All right, so I'm gonna grab this guy here, it looks good. And we're just going to, I'm gonna go to Create, Material. I'm gonna call this Sky Box 1. We're creative. And we're going to go ahead and grab this image we made and I'm going to drag and drop it over here in base map. Looks great. Now again, we can play around some of these settings, but we're going to be changing everything. So I'm not going to worry about much else. I've just added it to my base map. That looks great. I'm going to go to my shader here and I'm going to change shader to Skybox. And then for this one, I'm going to choose panoramic. Again, I could do 6-sided if we wanted to use the other method, and maybe we'll do that one next. But let's just do a panoramic. And you can see, here we go. Look, here is that image that's in there. Now, of course, I've got to apply it here. So I can do this couple ways. I can just drag and drop it in, and it will replace the Skybox that's default with my new one. Or I can go to Lighting and go to the Skybox Material default and drag it over into there and replace it that way. So again, if I Control Z, we can just drag and drop it too. And here we go. Here we are inside of Unity, and there's our Skybox that we've created. Okay, our custom Skybox looking great. Now, of course, this Skybox being so pink and purple, when I'm doing the lighting for my scene, I would probably want to keep that in mind. Also, the sun looks a little bit of kind of an orange or yellowish tint. So when we're doing the lighting, if we were doing it for the whole level, I would want to try to keep all of those things in consideration as well. So real quick, let's go ahead and just play with this since, you know, we're doing it. So let's go ahead and pick Skybox. For this one, I'm going to change this to 6-sided. And you can see here. Now it's freaked out because we basically removed the image on us. So now we can go through and pick all those sides. So let's see. This is clearly the top. Where are we at? Up. And this is our bottom, so down, boom, and we've got this one. As long as we put these in the right order, we should be good. Again, we'll see if we got them in the wrong order. I think we're doing right, but we'll, oh, clearly I did not get at least one right. So we got a couple out of order. So not a problem. We'll go here and we just got to move around. So it looks like this purpley planet one, which is where your purple planet, this one right here. So right is definitely not correct. So maybe we need to replace right and the big planet. So we'll do big planet right. That's looking good. Yep. And then, of course, obviously front is incorrect now. Our purple planet is the front. There we are. So you can see now I've replaced them. Here we have our cube map. Honestly, it might look a little bit better than my spherical one. But there we go. Again, we used the Rosebud AI to create the map. We used Photoshop to modify the map, and then we used our online utility to turn it into a cube map. So if I want to use my Skybox, my panoramic one, or if I want to use my 6-sided version, I can do that. So again, we can play around with it. There are some other tools like rotation, exposure controls. I can tint it a little bit if I want. But ideally, you hopefully have a really good Skybox. If it's too busy, again, I can take this into Photoshop, remove some of the busy elements. I already got rid of a lot of planets, but if I still feel like maybe there's too many planets, I can kind of make those adjustments. Hopefully you found this video useful. Again, it can be a lot of fun making these, really. And a Skybox can add so much to your level, to your scene, and really kind of help make it come alive. So thanks for watching.